Today, we're gonna build a house in The Sims 4, but the challenge is that each room is a different TikTok video. Part 2. And yes, this is part 2 of the video because in the last part, we got a freaking mansion to build. A frick mansion. So here's the part 2 because we gotta finish this house. And if you haven't watched part 1, then go do that or not. It's up to you. Now you know. But for the challenge, I'm gonna go on my TikTok app and I'm gonna search in the room that we're gonna do. So for example, the living room, and whatever that pops up first, I have to recreate for that room. And that is the challenge. It's exciting times, people. Very exciting times. And this is where we left off in the first part of the video. Look at a mansion of a house, people. Oh my gosh, it is massive. The backyard, Shiba below. And you know, we did some rooms, but we have lots more rooms to do, especially the basement. I haven't even started on the basement. Oh, lots of rooms to do. Okay, what are we gonna start with first? I think people, we are gonna start with the hallway on the second floor because we need to get to the different rooms of the house. So hallway, we go. And I think I am gonna search for mansion hallway because we need a big old hallway. Okay, we do. Oh, that is a nice old house. Hello. But they did not show the hallway, so I can't do that. They showed the outside of the house, nothing more. Okay, let's go to the next video. People live below. Oh, there we have a hallway. Oh my gosh, that is a very modern hallway with nothing really in it. Well, amazing. Okay, so what we see right here, I mean, we got a big old door over there, and then I think we have a door over here, but it's kind of floating up in the air. Is that a door? It kind of looks like a door. There's a door handle right there. Oh, interesting. And then we got two pictures over here, and then we have two glass pedestal thingy-thangs in the middle of a hallway for some reason. Then we got two windows over there, and then the other wing of the hallway, we got a lot of doors, I do believe. So many doors or windows or something. And then we got some plants, and then we got this shenanigan with the ceiling. Very much interesting. And we got some white walls, and the flooring is in the Fiskebine pattern. Beautiful. Let's do that. Alrighty, so where can the hallway be? I mean, I think the hallway has to go something like so, and up there, so then we can connect the staircase to something. That sounds like a plan. At least I hope. Or else I'm in a crisis here. Alright, so first off, the flooring. I mean, we got this flooring, but their flooring is pretty smooth, and none of these floorings have that vibe. So what about this one? Totally going off script here. But oh, I need to search them all. Okay, you know what? I've searched them all, and I think we just have to go with that one because all the other ones with the pattern don't really match the smooth flooring vibe. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm sorry. I'm disappointing everybody left and right. And then some white wallpaper. Bam! And then they had a lot of doors. I think they did. And it kind of looks like this door. I can just put that up all uniform like over here. Ta-ta-ta-ta. What wonderful doors we have. Okay, now we need some plants up in here. I mean, we have this one, but just sized up. That could maybe work. Then on the other side of the hallway, they had a big old door right there. It's kind of like a black glass door. Ooh, we have that. I mean, we got this one. Sure, that's good enough for me. And then right about here, we had our floating door. So I'm gonna take in this door. And then I shall raise this room up a little bit. So now it's floating, people. Ooh. And then they had two pictures up here, but I'm gonna give them three of them. Just some good old Casanova pictures. Wow. And then on the other side, they had some windows with those plant thingy-thingies on the glass podium, pedestal, display thing in glass. Do we have that? I mean, no, I couldn't find them in glass, so I'm gonna give them some stone instead. There you go. It's still kind of modern, still fits the vibe. Ooh, and then they had some windows up there, but you know, we have another room right there, so can we put in some windows? Maybe I can. I mean, this hallway is creepy enough as it is, so I don't think two windows are gonna hurt anything, you know? There you go. And then you know what? I think that this room is gonna be a part of the hallway, because I've decided that. Look at me, I'm already cheating. But we have so many rooms to do today, so this is just gonna be part of the hallway, okay? Same style with the same movements. And then we can have something on the wall right there. And then on this side of the room, we can have a little sitting moment with some pictures on the wall. We can have this lady, there you go. And another little display thingy-tangity over there with a random statue. Oh, and that was a very modern, very sterile hallway, people. Soak it up, because we are moving on soon. And no, I tried to do that thingy-thang with the ceiling, and I couldn't figure out how to do it without making everything glitch, so I'm ignoring it. We are moving on. And we are actually gonna move on to the garage area right here. We need something to put in that garage, and we're gonna do that next. So let's search up garage. And what shall we find? Oh, look at that. The stars in the ceiling. Okay, where are we going? This is a hallway. Oh, that's the garage. I see. You got many cars, and you got hexagon ceiling. You got anything else in there? No, just cars. Wow. Well, alright, so we got this hallway staircase movement down to the garage with that star wallpaper ceiling shenanigan up there with blue LED lights, I do believe it is. And then the garage itself has some beautiful beautiful normal flooring for a garage, white walls, hexagon tiles, and the menu cards. Okay. So I'm thinking, we can finally use this freaking door for something. And we can use that as our staircase moment because can't really have a staircase right here. I'm gonna go like so. Our beautiful entrance moment. Wow. And I'm just gonna put in the flooring and white wallpaper first. There we go. Now we got our blank canvas on. And then, ooh, the ceiling part. We need some stars. And I do think, yes, horse ranch. Oh, okay, please let this be good. Gonna put that right there on the ceiling. If we go into this mode, boom, we got some stars in the ceiling. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, I like that. But then for our star wall, what are we gonna do? Got this one. No, that's not the vibe. Why did I put that up? I regret everything. We got that one, but that's more of a witchy vibe, not a garage vibe. What else do we have? What about the confetti wall? That kind of looks like stars. You know what? I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna be so happy for that wall. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's put up our LED lights. And I think I'm gonna put up the light myself. Oh yes, I have to. Oh, I turned on all the lights. I was not supposed to do that. That would have been a very scary house. But alright, I put up all the LED lights all over the wall. As you can see, all very blue. But now for this part, they had some lights going downwards too, and we do not have that. So I think instead, I'm just gonna put up these ring lights, the vertical ones, and just plop them down on there. Just like that. Amazing, beautiful, 10 out of 10. Into the garage we go. And let's see, for the garage, I mean the walls are just normal white wallpaper, and the flooring kind of looks like gravel without being gravel. So you're gonna get this flooring. Hope you're very happy with that, because I am. And then we need to put in the cars. So you can get this car, this one, and this one. Beautiful. And now for the octagons on the ceiling. And I know for a fact that we do not have octagon lights like that. So what else can I do? Ooh, we have this dance floor. That's kind of octagon-ish. Okay, what if I put this on the ceiling with this shenanigan too, the glass ones? What's gonna happen then? Well, nothing really. That did not work. What else can I do? I'm just gonna put up these lights. We have nothing else that I can do. We're just gonna get these ones. I couldn't find anything better, but I hope you're happy. There you go. Wonderbar. And that was indeed the garage and the passageway to the garage. Bam, 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 bam. And now we're gonna move on to a dining room because we need a dining room, a formal dining room. So let's search for that. And ooh, oh, okay, I see it's a picture series. Well, then we gotta go into our random number generator. And I do believe it was 11 images. So let's generate it away. 1, 2, 3, go. Ooh, number 9. What is number 9, people? Oh, okay, it's that living room. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, happy with that. And where is the living room gonna be though? I mean, I think the living room could be right here because it makes sense that it's connected to the kitchen. You know, don't want to walk a mile to get to your dining room. And I think I'm gonna cut it off right there because we don't have all the window shenanigans on the picture, you know. But alright, what can we see on the picture? I mean, we got a dining table with the funky legs, and then we got those chairs, the kind of outwardsy legs. In the background right here, we have a fireplace. Oh la la, kind of modern, kind of not. Then a big old painting, and then by the side of the fireplace, we got 2 shenanigan closets. What are they called again? I'm gonna call them shenanigan closets. I can't remember what they're called. And the wall goes inwards right there, and it is slanting down, but I don't think we can do that. We have our limitations too, people. We do. Okay. Let's make it happen, people. Let's see the wallpaper, which is white. There we go. And the room is split into 2. That is not good, but hey ho. And then for the flooring, it's kind of old-ish, but still pretty nice. Maybe, ooh, what if we go for this one? Could that be a vibe? I think that could be a vibe, yeah. Sure. Good for me. And then for the dining table with the funky legs. I mean, I don't think we have those funky legs, but I shall look and I shall report back to what I find. And what I found was this one. Not that funky, but close enough. And then for the chairs, we're of course gonna go for these chairs. They kind of match. Beautiful. And then the rug, I think I am just gonna go for this one. Kind of the same vibe, kind of old. Good. And then we need a plant. Another little pot over there. Beautiful. And then for the fireplace movement, the wall needs to go a little bit out. So let's see, it can be like that. And the fireplace itself, it's not that grand, it's not that out there. Very simple. What can we do? What about this one in white? It doesn't match at all, but we need that. We need it. And then we can add this trusty old painting over there. And then for the closet shenanigans, ooh, what can we do for that? If this one doesn't match, if this one doesn't match, what about, no. Okay, what I'm gonna do is put up these ones, the cabinets, the very long cabinets, because nothing else really match. So it's gonna be like that on both sides. Table. There we go. Oh, and then the chandelier above the dining table. You can get that one. Beautiful. And then we can't really see the rest of the room. So that means that I can do whatever I want, people. And what I want to do is put up a little sitting corner over in this round part of the room with some cozy old curtains. Oh, I gotta use my toolbar for this. But sort of kind of like so. And then on this wall, we can have a funky old shelf movement, which is some different stuff on there. You know, just some random modern stuff like that. And then on this side, I'm gonna put up a little table with some very easy breezy knickety knacks, and then another plant in that corner. What about these shenanigans on this wall in different colors? I mean, yeah, sure, that can work. Sorta kinda. And that, me friends, was the dining room, and I kinda like it. I sounded very unsure about that, but I do like it. It got some modern shenanigans, but also kinda traditional like. I like it. Beautiful. Dining room done. And now for the next room, I think we're gonna do a TV room because we have a living room over here with no TV. And I feel like big mansions have multiple living rooms, so we're gonna have a TV room. And I do believe we can have it somewhere around here. But let's see how that goes. TV room. Boom, shamalin. And ooh, okay. Ooh, oh, I love that. Look at that fireplace. And the TV is in the bookshelf. Well, that was not my plan. I would okay. I was kind of thinking that the TV would be the main part of the room, but alright, we're gonna make it work. Okay, so what do we have in here? I mean, we of course got the fireplace up here with the built-in bookshelves with the TV inside of the bookshelf. That's kind of funny. I wanted a TV room and the TV is on the freaking bookshelf. But okay, we got TV over there, and then on the fireplace we got a mirror with some stuff on there, and then a big old chandelier. Then we got a coffee table, and then we have a poof over there and a green velvet chair. And I think there are 2 chairs actually. There's a little part over there. Oh yeah, you can see it on this picture too. There's a chair over there with a round old table with a lamp on it. And then on the other side we got a couch and also some pumpkins, people. Oh, we're gonna be putting that in. Oh, and a rug, an old-timey rug. Why does everybody have an old scruffed up rug? I want to know. Where did I get that? Did they all have a meeting without me? But okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna make it happen. Okay, so let's start with the flooring first because I feel like that's you know, the easiest part. And what kind of flooring do they have? Maybe it's not so easy after all. You know what? They can get this flooring. That's fine by me. Kind of looks like it, kind of not. Hey ho, there we go. And then for the wallpaper. And oh yikes. Okay, so the wallpaper kind of has a hint of green. It's kind of like gray green, just like a dab of green in there. Oh my, what can we do, people? Because The Sims is not a big fan of a green wallpaper that is not like this, you know. If we need a very light green, that is too dark. Nora, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I have nothing. Oh, what about this one? That's like a hint of green. It's also kind of blue. We also have some stripes that we can mix and match with. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go with this one. Am I happy? No, I'm not. But there you go. And now we need to make the built-in bookcases. What an exciting time for us. What if we make a room right there? And a room right there? No. Just make some room sort of like that. And then we need to get our book nook bookcases. Stack them on there. And then I think I'm just gonna use my tool mod and push them forwards so they're flush with the wall. And bada bing bada boom, our bookshelves are up. Except for the part in the middle where our TV needs to be. Because it needs to be a big old hole. A big old square hole. So what can we do? Okay, what if I put up this empty shelf and then push it forwards and also scale it up a little bit? Oh, that was too much. But kind of like that. And then we just put a TV in there. And there are the fancy TV, the fancy frame. And do we have that? Oh, yes, we do. Okay, so I need to size that down a little bit. Just do my tool mod shenanigans. Hold on. Oh, where did it go? I don't know. It poofed away, guys. But the TV can be like that. Very lovely. We got our TV. Very happy with that. Very happy. Alright, and then for the fireplace in the middle. And what do they have? Kind of traditional like. So what if we go with something like that? With the mirror in the middle and some lights on there. And then, of course, the fireplace knickety knacks that was on the fireplace. What else would it be? I don't know. Look, we even got a pumpkin and all over there. Alright, and then for the couch. Oh my gosh, the couch. We can't really see the couch that much, but it is white with a dark brown frame or something. And it is long. Can't find that. I mean, the only couch that kind of reminds me of that is this one. It is called the grandma's couch. And I feel like that's appropriate for us. You know, and I'm also going to spice it up with some pillows and a tiny old lamp over there. And then the coffee table. It is square and it is old and has some funky legs. Can we find that? I mean, not really. We have some square coffee tables, but not in the style that I want. So you know what? I'm just going to take this table and just squeeze them together with the magazine that I had and some pumpkins. There we go. Then on the other side, they had those green velvet chairs with some hooves as well. Ooh, and the round table in the middle. Yes, they have that. Ooh, and then for the rug situation, we need a rug and it's white, kind of gray, kind of old, very shabby, and it needs to fill up the space. Oh, Ghibli. I mean, we have a carpet that is gray and stuff, but it needs to fit the dimensions, you know? This is not gonna fit the dimensions. I'm in a pickle right now. Okay, you know what? I've been searching around for the right rug for a hot minute now, and I can't find anything that fits. Okay, if it kind of fits in the pattern, it doesn't fit in the dimensions that we need. And you know what? I am just gonna do this instead. I'm gonna put up some tiles, like so. And then we're just gonna frame it in with the window shopping fence. And ta-ta-ta-ta. The rug is up, people. And we shall not talk about that anymore. And that was indeed all we can see on the picture. So that means that I can do whatever I want to the rest of the room. Well, we can have a little hallway table over here. And maybe a plant over there. Oh, and there's some knickknacks on that table, of course. So I'm just gonna be putting that up right now. Hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully I will not cry. Hopefully. And then I'm also gonna put up a picture collage collage on that wall back there because I felt like it was needed. It's fun, it's whimsical, it's going on. And then right by here, I'm also gonna put up a little dog bed or a cat bed because we have that, didn't we? Yes, we did. So extra bed, extra football if you need it. And then over on this side, we can indeed have a little chess table. We could just have a random china cabinet in that corner. They couldn't fit it anywhere, so they put it there. Ooh, and then right here, we can have a little easel. So we can have a little painting corner. I mean, it would be kind of weird to have a painting corner when you live in a freaking mansion and you have lots of rooms to do it in. But maybe this person just absolutely love the TV room and they want to be in here. Not in the art room, no. But any hoozles, it indeed is the TV room, all finished up. And I like it. I like the vibes in there. The walls don't really match the picture, but I'm happy. Happy overall, people. Well, alright here, what room are we gonna move on to now? I don't even know. But let's find that out. Well, I think we can move on to the teen bedroom because we don't have that. And maybe they have a teen, so they need a bedroom. I think teen bedroom could be maybe here, maybe there. We shall see what we get. So let's go teen bedroom. Oh, that's reminding me of an IKEA bedroom. I love me a good IKEA moment. I love it. We gonna do there, people. Alrighty, so here are the pictures. And I also found some more pictures of the room from another video. Oh wait, no, there's one more picture. There's one right here. Forgot to put it in. But let's see. We got a big old bed over here. Then we got the classic IKEA nightstand with a circular rug. Then we got a window over there and a teeny tiny lamp and a little picture. Oh, that was beautiful, Nora. And then right by the nightstand, they have indeed a makeup table and a trash bin. Oh my gosh. And then on the other wall, they do have an IKEA dresser and then a wardrobe. And then on this side of the room, they got the good vibes only sign, a round old mirror, and that shelf thingy-tangity with some knickety-knacks. Then they got a TV with a radiator and some very cute pictures that I kind of want myself, you gotta say. So let's make that. Okie dokie doo. For the bed movement, I mean, the bed is white with some drawers underneath it. Can we find that? And it's also a double bed, people. I mean, we kind of have this one. It doesn't really scream IKEA, but it has some drawers and it's white and it's a double bed. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And then her IKEA nighttime table with her cute old little knickety-knacks on there. And yes, I know that I gave her some wooden blocks, but she kind of had something on her nighttime table that looked like blocks. So there you go. You know. And then the pictures on the wall. Oh, what do they remind me of? It kind of reminds me of these pictures. I mean, that's the closest that I'm gonna get, so I hope you're happy with that. Then above the bed, she had a lamp and a little picture. I mean, you can get trash there. There you go. And then for the desk movement, she had that IKEA desk with a drawer underneath it. It's kind of square. You can go for this one. It has a drawer. I know it's not square, but it's close enough, people. Fracking close enough. Oh, but then for the mirror, I mean, oh, we have this one. That's a floor mirror. Do we have that sort of mirror? We have a star. Doesn't really work. We have this, and then we just need to put a mirror in it. Can I do that? No, I can't really because I can't find a freaking mirror that fits that dimension. Okay, you know what? It's gonna be this. Hope you're happy with that because I give up. Let's just sit here in peace while I put up my desk knickety-knacks, okay? Just in peace. In pieces. And then over on this wall, she had like a dresser and a wardrobe. Okay, I think we need to make a wall here because we need a wall. We're lacking for space. But okay, for the dresser, I think we have to go for this one because the one she has is kind of slim and the IKEA dresser that we have is this one. And I, gonna have this one. Made my choice. And then for the closet, we are gonna go with this one. Oh, and then on the dresser, she had a round old mirror. You can get this one with some cute old little knickety-knacks on there. And then she did indeed have a TV over there with a radiator too. There we go. Oh, and then she had those shelves, the IKEA shelves. We have something close to that. I mean, we have this one. Sure. We can do that. We can have that one. Even though it's a little bit too big, we can have that shelf, And then the mirror over there with a good old plant and her slippers. Now I'm going to move on to her good vibe sign and it's going to be this one instead. Oh, well, alright. What are we going to do for this part of the room? Because that is not on any of the pictures. What can I do? I can put up this picture collage maybe and the ottoman. And what about some string lights? Sure. I mean, I think that this was a cute old room. I like it very much. It looks like the picture. I'm happy. Beautiful. All finito for us today. Well, not today. We have lots more rooms to do. Oh my gosh. What are we going to do now? Oh, gee. I think we can move on to a gaming room. I think that would be kind of neat. And where is the gaming room going to be? It can be right here. That's a good size of a gaming room, but we shall see what we shall get. Gaming room. Oh my gosh. I love this room so much. Look at all the little knickety-knacks. I'm in love. Oh, so what do we see? I mean, we see a desk that looks pretty similar to the comfy gamer desk, I must say. Then we got the computer over there. And then we got the PC screen on a little shelf thingy-tangity. Some speakers, a switch, some plants. And then we got a shelf over there with some stuff on it. And then we got some katanas. Is that what they're called? Maybe. Oh, and then fantastic. We have a screen. We have another screen that is on its side, people. That's gonna be lovely for me. Okay, so let's do this desk mode moments first before we tackle that corner. That's all yikes. So first of all, let's put in the skrivebord. I didn't know it was called that, but that's the desk. And then let's tackle the screen shelf shenanigans. So we got a shelf right there. And then I'm just gonna put a little TV on that shelf. And then we need something that looks like a freaking Nintendo Switch. And what can that be? What if we take a tablet and then raise it up and just rotate it around with tool mod, sort of like that? That looks like a little Switch. Not really, but kinda. And then the freaking vertical monitor. All right, let's put up another TV. Size it down, raise it up, and then just turn it around. And ta-ta, the monitor. Monitoring around. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but there we go. And then by the monitor, they had a candle and the plants. You're gonna get that. And then there was also a keyboard, and I got to fanoodle it around with tool mod. There you go. I fanoodled it around. And then on the other side right there, she has a little robot thingy-thangity. So I'm gonna give her this one, the alarm clock, and the big old computer itself. Oh, and then she has some controls on the wall. Oh my god, okay, I gotta do that. I'm gonna have this control first and raise it up there. Oh my gosh, the desk. But like so. Cheaply. Enough of the shelves situation up there with the katanas and everything. Do we have katanas? No, we do not. But do we have swords? Oh, yes, we do. I'm going to be putting that up. Zoom. And then she had a shelf up there. And then on that shelf, she has some letters and a little moon round thingy-thang and some leaves. Okay. And there we go. Hope you're happy with that. Oh, and then she also had a mirror over there. Sure. And then I can also spot a little microphone. One of those gaming microphones. But she's gonna get a singing microphone instead. There we go. And then for this corner of the room, I mean, she has her desk up against the corner. But her room is a little bit too big, so she's gonna get a plant and some pillows because she has been hoarding those pillows. Pillow hoarder. But okay, now for this side of the room. Side with all the shelves. And oh my. I'm kind of concerned about these shelves because they're pretty niche. You know, they're open shelves and the bottom part is bigger than the top part. Alright, kind of concerned, very concerned. And then we have a board over there with some keyboards. And then another shelf shenanigan over here. Oh, I gotta think about this. And now, as you can see right here, I've been trying to find something that kind of matches that. The conclusion is that nothing matches that. So I gotta make that myself. And to make that myself, I am gonna use these shelves and just stack them on top of each other. Just sort of like so. And then the top shelves, I have just pushed it into the wall a little bit. And then I gotta find stolperna. And I think I need to go into debug for that. I think I'm gonna use this one. I couldn't find anything better that kind of matches in the color. I mean, it doesn't match at all, but I was struggling. But I'm gonna size it down, and then I'm just gonna place it one by one on that shelf. That's gonna be lovely, hopefully. Or else I'm gonna be using all my time on nothing. And there we go. The shelves are up, people. It took such a long time, but I'm kind of happy with it. Doesn't really look like the shelves in the picture, but you know, I tried my best. Okay, let's put the Nikki Knacks on there. And I think on the bottom, she has some stuffies in that sort of vibe. And what more does she have? She has some books, and then she has a Wii U, and then that triangle sign. I think that's from Link. I'm so sorry, I don't know that much about that, but she also has some plans, some DS games, lots of stuff. All right, and ta-ta-ta-ta. I tried my best, people. Look, it's for that triangle sign. I just had to use the towels. It kind of looks like it in a weird way. It does look like it, doesn't it? And then we have the DS games over here, which are just picture frames. And then the other triangle sign. And then instead of the Wii U, she got a projector. You know, that was kind of fun. Had to use my imagination a lot there. Amazing. Okay, let's do the other shelf. I think I'm just going to do the same concept as I did over here, but just a little bit wider. Or actually, before we do that, I need to put up some string lights because she has some lights on her. A bookshelf. For shelves. Okay, wait, hold on a minute. There we go. The lights are up. And then she had those keyboards on the wall, on that board. I'm going to be putting that up, the board. And then hang my keyboards on their board. Ta-ta-ta-ta. And now we are gonna put up the shelf over here. All right, we're gonna do it. We are gonna put my sweet shelf on there. And now for the Nikki Knacks. What does she have? I mean, on the bottom right there, it does look like she has a magazine rack of some sort. Oh, and then she has a GameCube. Oh, guys, I remember my GameCube, but mine was like purple-ish, and it wasn't mine, it was my brother's. But we sadly don't have that anymore. But okay, she also has some keyboards, and a hanging plant, and then a picture frame, and then on top, she also has another plant. Fantastic. Let's put up the Nikki Knacks. My Nikki Knacks. On the formation. Squad formation, maybe. Anyways, and there we go. Put up my Nikki Knacks. You know. It's a cute old moment. I mean, I love this room so much. It's so cozy. I want it for myself. But okay, what are we gonna do for the other part of the room that we can't see? Great question. But maybe we can put up a cozy chair in that corner with a funky lamp, maybe some poofs, and a little rolling cart, a pop cart. And on there, we're gonna have a little cat radio and a teeny tiny lamp. And then on this wall, I mean, I think she would want some game posters. Janu. That will only make sense. And then above that, we're gonna have some teeny tiny shelves with some game controllers. These are her most prized possessions, people. Okay? Most prized possessions. That's why they're there. Oh, and then for the piece of resistance, we are gonna have some string lights all around this room, baby. And there we go. The gaming room is done. Oh, this is one of my favorite rooms that I've ever made. I gotta be honest. I mean, look at this corner right here. They're so cute. I want that for myself. Oh, cozy Addy. You are a master of inspiration, I tell ya. Alright, let's move on from our cozy old gaming room to something else. Maybe we can move over to this room right here. Just gotta remove all the stuff. And I think in this room, it would be cool if we had a little library. Maybe. Oh yes, and by the way, if you're wondering what this is my picture wall. And I just use this wall to just easily find pictures that I like. Okay, well, moving on to this room. What did I say that this was gonna be? A library, maybe. And I'm gonna search for home library. And let's see what we get. Ooh, oh, I like that. All the built-in bookcases. Oh, how am I gonna do that though? I'm kind of scared, but also kind of excited. But mostly scared, but oh, yeah. But alright, yo. So we of course got the built-in bookshelves all around this room in every nook and cranny. And then we got a cozy old chair in that corner and a little rug with that pattern. And I think we have that pattern actually, so I'm happy about that. Then we got a chandelier up there. Oh, and a little desk in that corner with a pink old chair and a ring light mirror, maybe, or just a ring light light, and then some knickety knacks over there. Can't see what it is, but it's something. Okay, let's try to do this, Amelia. I think you made some big problems for me, Amelia. I'm gonna make it. You ain't gonna break me now. No. Okay, so let's start off with putting a bookshelf right there. I mean, that's the easiest thing we can do right now. And it goes like so, and then it goes around the windows. Oh yikes, what am I gonna do here? Interesting conundrum. I can do like so, then just stick that on there. And then for that corner, oh, what am I gonna do? I need to use my tool mod for this. But it can go something like so, and then out there, do the same shenanigan on the top, maybe. I think that could work. If I just work really nicely with tool mod, that can work. If I just push that out a little bit, that gonna work. Nah. That leaves an annoying little gap over there. What if I push it a little bit in? No. Push it all the way. Now it's outside. Oh gee. Yay for Nora. How am I gonna do this? What am I gonna do in that corner? Am I gonna have my desk over there? Maybe I am. I don't know. I gotta figure out this mess. Look at this mess. Alrighty, yo, welcome back. Oh my gosh, everything is glitching. I tried my best to put this up. I've used so much time on this. Everything is glitching. But we can fix that with tool mod. I just elevate some stuff and there, and things will stop glitching. Hopefully. But alrighty, yo, and the bookshelves are sticking out on the outside, and I couldn't figure out how to not get them to stick on the outside without it looking weird on the inside, so we shall ignore that. Otherwise, I'm gonna crash and burn, and you will not see this video ever. But you know, here we are. And I'm also gonna put up some extra books here and there just to fill in the space with some knickety necks, and we can have some books on here too. And what about a little mug? And just some more stuff to hide up the seams and everything, the glitching too. I don't know. And oh, then she had a chair over there. That's right. There we go. And then over in this corner, she did indeed have a desk and a pink old chair. And for the ring light, you're gonna get this one. Close enough. Close enough for Nora. Oh, but alright, now for the rug situation. No, actually, before the rug situation, I'm gonna put up this chandelier. Alright, now for the rug situation. Now, I thought that the rug situation was gonna be easy because we have the same pattern, kinda ish-libidish. But since this room is such a weird of a shape of a room, I don't know where to put it. Like, I'm gonna put it here? Here? What? It doesn't fit anywhere. So I'm just gonna put it under the desk. I know that she had it in the middle of the room, but that doesn't work for us, so under the desk, it goes. and that was a library. I like it. Ignore the glitching, for goodness sake. Okay, I'm gonna fix it a little bit. No, I'm not. Everything is stuck together. No, ignore the glitching. We're not gonna look at that. I'm so tired of this room and those shelves. But it is kind of cute. I like it. Oh my gosh, the glitching. But we're gonna move on now. Lovely room. Love it. 10 out of 10. I absolutely love it. But we are gonna move on indeed. And what are we gonna move on to? Nobody knows. Or you know what? I know what we're gonna move on to now. We're gonna move on to this little part right here. And that's gonna be another little hallway. Okay? Because we need a hallway to get to the outside. And on to TikTok we go. And I'm gonna search up hallway decor ideas because we've had a lot of hallways and I don't want to get the same hallway. No. Ooh, okay, it's another picture series. Absolutely. On to the random number generator we go. And 1, 2, 3, generate away. Ooh, number 7. Okay, what is number 7? It is that hallway. Okay, that's nice. I like that. So what can we see on this picture? I mean, we got some chairs over there and a little table. And then we got a picture collage over there. And then we got a doorway and a mirror and a plant over there and some more pictures. pictures and some very round bulbous lights. Oh, and a long rug beautiful. So I think we just have to reverse this picture because it makes more sense that the chairs are on this side than on this side. So we just have to reverse everything. Keep that in mind. Reverse it in your head, people. I have done that too. But okay, doorway there, and then the chairs are gonna be there, and they're kind of pink with some steel vibes. So we have that. I mean, we don't have the exact vibe, of course, but we could go for this chair. That is kind of the same vibe, pink with some steel legs. Okay, and then we can have this table. It doesn't really look like the table, but it has some skinny old legs and books underneath. Good enough for Nora. And then above the chairs, they had a little picture collage wall, so we're gonna be putting that up too. And then for the long rug, ooh, I think we have to go for the vampire rug. That's kind of fitting. And then the lamps on top of that rug. And then they had a very skinny palm in that corner. So there you go. And then 4 square pictures with a black frame. I mean, I can put up these ones. Not my favorite, but there you go. And then for this middle part, I'm just gonna put in another arch to a very non-existent room. Beautiful, immaculate. Absolutely love this hallway. Got the chairs and everything. Does it look like the picture? Not really, but I'm happy. Moving on. And we are actually, in fact, gonna move on to a cinema room. And I do think that the cinema room can be right here. And I know that it would make more sense if the cinema room was in the basement, but we got lots of space to fill up here. So cinema room it is. So hey ho home cinema room. And we got a video. They're making it. Come on, show me the result. Oh, there it is. That looks lovely. I don't think that that's gonna be too hard to make. I think I can do that. I have hope. And okay, I had to move over to Photoshop because my paint, it didn't want to anymore. All right, what do we see? I mean, first of all, we see some very black walls, and then we also got the classic movie chairs, and then in back there we also have a popcorn machine, and then we got a big old TV right here with a little console table underneath and some knickknacks. All right, and then the flooring is carpet-like. Okay, let's do this. So we got the carpet in right there, and then for the wallpaper. Oh, we need some black wallpaper. Hey, can I find that? I mean, I think I'm gonna go for this one, and then for the frames of the wall, I'm just gonna do this. I know that the frames is a little bit wider, but I can't do anything about that because if I put up 2, it's gonna be too much, you know? So one single one, you go. And then for the light in the middle, you're gonna get this one, yes. And then for the movie chairs, I mean, we have this one, but that is all scruffed up. Do we have anything better? I mean, no, not really. It's gonna be these then. These are really scruffed up, but that's the best that we got. And they're also gonna get their own little pillow, every single one of them, and also their own little table. Boom. And then for the TV movement, we need a big TV, so you can get that one. And for the console table, the TV table, I'm just gonna use some freaking cabinets, plop it down there, and also plop on the knickknacks that they had. Boom, shabalam. And then we need to find the popcorn machine. And I know that we have a popcorn machine, but it isn't as cool. I mean, it's this thingy thing, and we need a counter for that. Oh, yikes. Okay, well, let's put up this corner cabinet. Corner counter, I'm in. Gee, and there's your popcorn machine. Hope you're happy with that, because I truly am at this moment. But alrighty, right, that was our cozy old cinema room. And does it look like the picture? Sure. We will say that it does. Moving on. And now we're finally gonna begin with the basement part. And as you can see, I've already tried to put down a staircase right there, but I didn't really like it. I think I'm gonna put up the staircase somewhere around here, and we're finally gonna go down to the basement. And as suggested by Amber Standing 479, I am just gonna search up a staircase in hopes of getting a staircase. So let's do that. Staircase. And yet again, we got a picture series, but that's fine for me. Let's go to the random generator. And let's generate a number 1, 2, 3. Generate number 5. What was that again? Oh, it was this one. Oh, that is lovely. That's gonna be nice and easy. I don't know about the easy part. I take that back, actually. All right, so what do we have? What do we have? We have some stripy wallpaper that is kind of gray, maybe a little bit blue too. I don't know, but it's stripy with a big old border on the bottom. And then we got a picture collage over here by the staircase. Then we got a little picture frame over there with a ventilation system, maybe. I don't know what that is. And then we got an old-timey chair over there, the round old table with some knickknacks on there. And then we got a window over here with a horse statue or dog. I don't know, it's weird, but I like it. But anyways, and then the hallway continues over there with a door. Ooh. So alright, if I just plop down staircase right there, okay, that fits. Beautiful. Got our hallway, staircase, I mean, something. And then we need to find some stripy gray wallpaper. Oh, there's one. Okay, that was easy. That looks like it. Sorta kinda happy. I am happy. And then they also had a door over there, so there you go. And then above the staircase, they had a picture collage wall. And we don't really have that much space, so we gotta improvise here. And I am just gonna do this. Hope you like it. And then for the window part, I mean, we can't put up a window here. I mean, for starters, it's in the basement. And second of all, we don't have that much space. So instead, I'm just gonna put up a shelf and a little statue on there and pretend that is a window, people. I can't do this anymore. There we go. And the table too, with the table knickknacks. And then on there, we had a little painting. And then we also had that ventilation thingy-tangity. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put up an air con and then just turn it around and size it up a little bit. And there we go. hot air filtering movement. Poppin'. And then for the rest of the room, I'm just gonna put up some random stuff because I have no idea where the other rooms are gonna be, i.e. meaning I do not know where the doors are gonna be for this hallway. So we gotta do the other rooms first before I start with this shenanigan, you know. So let's do that. And what we're gonna start with is a spa. So on TikTok we go for that. And oh, that's fancy. Okay, we got a pool, we got some saunas. Alright. So what do we see on these pictures? I mean, we got a pool over there, and then we got two rooms over here in those boxes, and one of them is a sauna and the other one is something else, maybe a steam room, not quite sure, but something. And then over here we got a little counter kitchen moment with a little mini fridge maybe and some shelves, and then behind those shelves we have some mirrors. Okay, and then in the middle of the room we got some sun lounges. Beautiful. Let's make that happen. But where are we gonna have it though? Maybe here, and then we can have the doorway over there or something. I think we have space for that. And let's see, we got a room right here, and I think that the sauna and the other room has to be somewhere around here. They are pretty big, so we need a big space for them. And then for the wallpaper, they have some gray stone, I do believe. Maybe this one? Oh no, we're gonna have this one. That seems to fit better. My voice crack. And then for the sauna room, we of course need these ones, the planks with the wood flooring. And then for the other room, what I'm gonna call the steam room, we're just gonna have the same wallpaper as outside with some gray all flooring. There we go. Oh, and then I need to be putting in the saunas. Okay, so you can have this one. And then for the steam room, we can just have the stone version of the sauna because we don't have anything else. So there you go. And the glass doors. I mean, I wish that the glass doors would reach, you know, all the way up to the ceiling almost. But we don't have that in that same type of style. So I'm disappointed today. But alright, now for the pool. And the pool starts about here. I do not know where it ends, but I'm gonna have it all the way to the end of the room. I'm gonna have one long pool. And then they did have like a pillow over there with a pool ladder. There you go. And then in the middle of the room, they of course had their sun lounges with a teeny tiny table. So you're gonna get this one. That's hot. And also some yellow pillows on there. And then they do also have some robes on there, but we don't have that. So you are gonna get the towels, and we're gonna pretend that that is a packed up robe. Alright, enough of this part right here. We need a little indent, kind of like so. And also our counters. And they did have a mini fridge. I think we just gotta put that in there, you know. Can't use it, but they had it like that. And then they had some mirrors behind there. So plopping that up. Oh, that is a big mirror. And then also plop on our shelves on there. And the lights underneath the shelves as well. And you guessed it, we're also gonna put up the knickety knacks that was on there. All very lovely. And what more can we do? I mean, we can put up the sign. They didn't have that, but I want it. And you can't really see it on the picture, so it's allowed. Ooh, and maybe some robes over here. That is needed. And shabaloom. That was the spa room. Beautiful. It kind of looks the same, doesn't it? I feel like it does. I mean, we got this little movement. We got our two sauna rooms and our pool and our sun loungers. Beautiful moment that is. Wow. And what are we gonna move on to now? We're gonna move on to a bowling room, which was suggested by Faye Wadsworth. So thank you. And alright, let's search up at home bowling alley because who knows what we're gonna get otherwise. Oh my god, my chair is falling apart. Okay, that's cool. That is very fancy. I was not expecting that, but alright. Alright, so what do we see? I mean, first of all, I see a disco ball over there. That's kind of cool. And then we have two bowling alleys. And then the walls are like super fancy. And then, oh, right here, they have like an indent. They have an octagon room over there with some TVs, maybe? I have no idea what's in there. Maybe there are TVs. It does look like they have an indent over here too. And I'm guessing that's also octagon shape. Maybe they have some TVs in there too. Maybe? Yeah, I have decided it is that. And then the rest of the rooms, we can't really see like a full wide-on shot. We just got some close-up. So we got this, that bowling machine thingy-thangity. And the walls have changed colors into a white wall with a brown big old border. Okay. And then we have this thingy-thang with the screens and stuff. And a big old TV on the wall. Where that is, I don't know. But alright, let's do it. So let's start with the wallpaper first. And I think we're gonna go with this one. And then for this side of the room, we can go with this wallpaper. And then we gotta put in our bowling alleys. So 1 and 2. And then for our octagon rooms, and I do believe that there's somewhere around here. And ta-ta, gonna raise it up a little bit though. There we go. And then to make it a little bit more fancier, we're gonna put in some pillows and maybe a spandrel too. Yeah, that seems about right. And then for our TVs, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna do this just like so. That looks all Humpty Dumpty. Okay, I gotta fanoodle around with tool mud a little bit, and it ended up like so. And that's you know what? I like it. That's fine for me. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. Gee. And there we have the other side too. Up and ready. All about there. Beautiful, magnificent. And in goes the disco ball too. Boop. Alright, and then we have those machines that I think is in this corner right here. So what can we use for that? I mean, we can use these podiums. That's actually for funerals, but whatever. And then we just plop on a TV on that, kind of like so. And then we just need to rotate them around a little bit with tool mod. And would you look at that? Our TVs are on and popping. Bam. And then over here they had a TV, and they're also gonna get this shoe rack thing. Beautiful. And that was indeed our bowling alley room. Oh my gosh, it's very fancy. I mean, it's superbly out and about there. It's magical. All right, what are we gonna move on to now? I think we could move on to a bathroom of some sort because that is always pretty nice to have a bathroom. I'm thinking it can be right there. That's okay for me. Teeny tiny bathroom. Let's go. And I'm just gonna search up small bathroom because we need a small bathroom. And boom. Oh, okay. That's a nice, simple, easy bathroom. Happy with that. Real happy. And what do we see in here? I mean, we see a modern shower with a shower glass door. And then we have a toilet over there. And then a sink. Oh, a very modern sink. And then we got that fancy old plant in the middle. That's what we can see, people. Let's make it. And okay, let's put in the sink first. And I think that the smartest move is to put in this counter. That's kind of the same vibe with the square roll sink. And then for the middle, we can use this one. It has a light in it. I mean, we could also use this one, but that is too big. So that one it is. And then for our funny old plant, I mean, we can have this vase. Oh, and then I need to put a plant in that. But then I need to go to live mode because I need a real old plant. I'm not gonna do that. Just use your imagination, people. Please. We have so many rooms to do. And then for a toilet, that can be about there. And then instead of a window, I'm gonna put up these frames. There you go. Yeah, don't ask about that, okay? It's gonna be a long day. And then we have the shower glass, full, and then the bottles in the shower, boom, boom, boom. And then we can't really see the rest of the room, but I imagine that they will have some towels, and that's all you're gonna get, because otherwise I'm blocking up parts. So yeah, that was the easy breezy, beautiful bathroom. Moving on, and we're gonna move on to our home bar, and I think it's gonna be somewhere around here. Maybe, we shall see though. And I'm just gonna search up home bar, and what shall we get? Oh, okay, we got a whole man cave. Oh my gosh, okay, and it's showing more. Well, okay, we're just gonna do the first room that he showed us. We're not gonna make a whole new house, but just that room, and that is a big old room. Well, righty row, here's the whole room. There's so many screenshots here, and I'm sorry that they're kind of blurry because he literally wouldn't stop moving for 1 second, but here we are. All right, so let's start at the start. This is a massive room, but anyways, we have a bar moment over here with a black and white bar, and that bar moment in there, and that is black, and it's kind of built in with some shelves and some cabinets. All right, okay, so first of all, we gotta put in the wallpaper, and I think that the most of the room is this type of wallpaper right here, and the flooring, normal wood flooring that rich people have. But all right, let's put in the bar. And do we have a bar with a black bottom and a white top? Do we? I mean, we have this one, and the top isn't that white. It's kind of gray, but good enough. And then for the behind the bar moment, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do with that? It is built in for starters. So I think if we go something like so, just take these rooms a little bit out, and then just paint this area black. And yes, I changed up the wallpaper because I needed a black version that was actually black. So there we go. We have this area black, and then I think I'm gonna turn this corner into a real corner because I don't want to deal with that anymore. No. And then we can put in these counters over here, not like that though, but like that, and then just pop on some cabinets and those teeny tiny cabinets. I could have used a normal cabinet, but I don't like that for this situation right here. So there we go. And then in the middle we had a TV, and then I need to get a small TV, so there you go. And some shelves around the TV, and then I also need to frame it in with some columns. Boom. Oh, and then the knickety knacks that goes on there. Of course, can't you forget about them. Our sweet old lovely knickety knacks. And then they do have a pool table, but we don't have a pool table, so you're gonna get a foosball table. That's pretty close up on the door. I don't think that's gonna work, but there we go. And then if we skid out along onto here, we have a fireplace that's kind of built in. Okay, and then we got a shelf up there with a TV, very fancy TV. And then in front of the fireplace, we got some chairs with a circular table in the middle and a rug, a white old rug. Oh, and that fancy chandelier up there. Okay. Oh, we're gonna do that. Right, so for the fireplace, we need to take this room out a little bit. And then I think to get that built-in feeling, I'm gonna do that little trick that you can do where you put up a freaking window right there, and then you squeeze in the fireplace in that little room, and then you got a little movement, a sweet old cute old fireplace movement for us today. And then the chairs, they were kind of like so in a square formation with that little round table in the middle and the white rug. Nice question mark. Oh, and then the chandelier, the top light, the ceiling light. I mean, what it kind of looks like this one, doesn't it? It kind of does. Well, theirs was a little bit flatter, but has the same vibe. Sure. And then for this room, the wine room, what do we see? I mean, it's a big old black box, really, with some windows and some columns, and the wine inside of there. It's just some normal wine racks. And we got some little counter stuff with some knickety knacks. Okay. Oh, right, we're gonna do that. So let's just start off with a box of some sort, kind of like so, maybe. And then the room was black, indeed, with some big old windows. They had 3 windows, but we don't have space for that. We can put in some columns, right about there. And then for the inside of the place, they just had a lot of wine racks. Oh, I need to place them correctly. What are you doing? Hold on a minute, but it's gonna be like that, with our counters squeezed in there, and some more wine racks besides that, and on this wall too. And then it also needs to be above the counters. Oh gee, forgot about that. that. But okay, it's gonna be like that then. Our beautiful, beautiful, magnificent wine room, wine keeping room. Then for the end of the room, it goes down a little bit, and then they have a golfing place over there, and the projector over there, okay, and a little teeny tiny TV on there. Can we make that happen? I mean, we unfortunately cannot make this room go downwards because of the fucking doors, and I think that's gonna lag out some stuff too, so I can't do that. But what I can do is put in this huge old TV, and I'm just gonna pretend that that is the projector screen. And oh, we have a little projector. Okay, I'm gonna hang that in the ceiling. Hold on a minute, just kind of like so. It's floating up there, beautiful. And then oh, of course, we need to put in our grass over here. Then I'm gonna frame it in with that little fence shenanigan. This one. Oh, shabaloom, shabaloom. And then we kind of need some golfing stuff. But do we have any golf stuff? I don't think so. No, we do not. Okay, what can I do then? I can put up that little TV he had, and he can get an American football and another football and some sports gear over there. Yeah, and that was indeed the whole man cave. That was actually just supposed to be a home bar, but it turned out to be a whole fucking man cave, people. Oh my. And does it look like the room that was on the TikTok? Maybe, we might say. But we're gonna move on, and we're gonna move on to a nursery, people. That's gonna be fun. I mean, it was kind of weird to move on from a home bar to a nursery, but here we are. We're gonna move on to a nursery. 1, 2, 3, nursery. Oh, that's a cute old nursery. I like that. Alright, so what do we have in this nursery? I mean, we got a leaning chair over there with a big old poof and a table. Then we got some black curtains. Oh, that's not something you see every day. Then we got a lamp over there. And then, of course, the most important part, the crib. That's right there. And then we got a little toy over there. And then on the other side of the room, we got this dressing situation, which is a changing table also. We got some old tennis rackets on the wall. Okay. And a round mirror and a hamper. Alright. Oh, and there's some stripy blue wallpaper. And the rug. Right. I see how it is. And I do kind of think that the nursery could be right here, because they had a window in the middle of the room. So yeah, right there. In this in this weird old part of the house. But alright, for the wallpaper, we can go with this stripy one. That's the closest that we shall get. you know. And in that corner, they had a white old leaning chair, I see, with a pillow on it. I can't see if it's black or very dark brown. Dark blue, I mean. Oh my gosh, my voice. But I'm guessing dark blue, because why not? And then the poof, that can be there. And that little all round table with the knickety knacks on it. And then for the rug, I mean, we can just get this rug. It doesn't really match, but it kind of matches. And it also fills up the space pretty nicely. I'm happy with that. Oh, and then for the curtains, some black curtains. And I am not happy with that. That looks ridiculous. But those are the only curtains that are black with some stuff on it in that type of style as well. So, you know what? I'm not gonna fight it anymore. It's gonna be that. And then we need a crib or something. We need a crib. And I mean, we can go for this crib right there. And he had a little mobile. And that's very up in the ceiling. But there you go. I know that you can attach a mobile onto the crib, but then you have to go into live mode to do that. And I, don't have time for that. I'm on a roll, baby. Fracking, roll up in here. And then they had that little cycle car thingy thing over there that's red. But we obviously do not have that. So what if I instead take this one and just size it up and plop it down there? How about that? I mean, yeah, okay. And then over in this corner, we had a changing station. There we go. That kind of looks like it. Yeah. And then they had a lamp and that trophy over there. And then for the mirror, I'm just gonna go for this one. I know that it isn't similar at all, but that mirror on the picture reminded me of this mirror. So I'm just gonna put that up. And then we have those tennis rackets on the wall. And we for sure do not have that. But what can I put up there instead? Oh my. Okay, you know what? Just hear me out. What if we take this guitar and then just rotate it around, elevate it up a little bit, and then just plop it onto the wall like that? I mean, it's kind of in the shape of a tennis racket, isn't it? That is just absolutely ridiculous. But oh, okay, we're gonna do that. Below. Nothing's gonna stop being my ideas. But alright, the nursery is done and up. Very cutesy. I think it looks like the picture. I'm happy. And now we're gonna move on to something else. And that something else is gonna be the home gym, people. Whoa. So let's search for that. Home gym. Oh, okay. That's a very nice gym. I love it. Okay, let's make that. I mean, I don't have a choice. I have to make it. But anyways, in this gym over here, what do we got? We got some workout equipment over here. That is on wood flooring. And it's a little bit raised up. Okay. Now we got some beautiful wood framing in the back there. Some lights and everything. And some mirrors. And then on the other side, we got a little sauna box. I think it's a sauna box. I have never seen that before. There you go. And then we got a TV with some planks behind it. And then we got a little weight station with a mat and some workout gear. Alright. And then over here we can see some towels and some robes and a little table over there. Well, okie dokie. So I think that the gym can be in here. So let's see. For the wallpaper, they had some black walls. And this part, that was the wooden planks. These ones actually. And now comes the dilemma, people. I would like to raise this part up a little bit as it is in the picture. But if I do that, that's going to cut the room in half. And and then this thing on the outside will glitch into the room, and that's no fun. So I can't do that. But what we can do is put up some workout machines, and I don't think we have space for this. I think we're just gonna put up 3 different running machines instead, and just pretend that they're different machines, okay? Because we can't squeeze that in. No. Then in the back here, we need some round old mirrors, but they're just round on the top. So I'm just gonna go for these ones. I know theirs are longer, but what you're gonna do, I'm gonna put up my lights. That's what I'm gonna do all around this room. Well, just on that part of the room. Oh, okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put up these light strips just to make a little frame around it. Just go. And then on this side of the room, we of course need to put up our weights. There we go. And the TV on top of there. And then we need the planks in the back. What can I do about that? I mean, I can use these ones. Those are perfect, actually. Oh, I mean, would you look at that? Perfectant. I have no idea what that is. That just slipped out of my mouth. But anyways, we can have a mat over there. And now for the big conundrum, people. We don't have space for a sauna because they are massive. So what can we put in there that kind of looks like a sauna box and also fits in with the 2 tiles? What about a fish tank, people? How about that? You know what? Okay. It's been a long day. You can have that. And then over on this wall, we have the towel situation. Oh, what can we do about that? I mean, we can maybe put up this shelf and then just put up some rolled up towels and some other stuff on there. Yeah, seems like a plan. And I like that plan. And that was indeed our little home gym. And it turned out kind of cute. I mean, don't look at the sauna. That doesn't exist. Don't look at that. But the rest of the room, kind of cute. I love this little moment over here. I'm gonna use that again someday. But not today, though, obviously. But that was the home gym. And now, oh my gosh, we have so many more rooms to do. Holy moly me. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put in some bathrooms here and there because it is a big old mansion, so we need a few bathrooms here and there. And we also need a few hallways kind of splurged around there too. But that's kind of boring to watch, I do have to say, because all the bathrooms are gonna be the same, somewhat the same. So what I'm gonna do for this part is that I'm gonna do it in a speed building style. Not in a speed building style, but I'm gonna do it speedily. I'm gonna be speedy. I'm gonna film it normally, but it's gonna be speedy. Hopefully one of those sentences will work, or I'm gonna cry. But okay, bathroom number 1. Oh, we got that one. So this is gonna be a nice pink bathroom with a shower over there. Now we can have the toilet in that corner with the toilet paper. There you go. You can thank me later. Oh, and then for the sink, it's kind of floating. Oh, with a round sink in it. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna take this sink right here and then just place a cabinet right about there. I mean, you can't use it, but there you go. I wonder about a sink movement. Oh, and then some towel shenanigans like we did in the first part. Boom. And that was indeed bathroom number 1. And then for bathroom number 2. Oh, cute. That's gonna be a nice and gray bathroom. So we can have our counters over here, the mirror, beautiful moment, and then the shower over here with the shower window, boom, shamalam. Oh, and then they have a little stool over there. I mean, that's kind of cute. I like that. And then for the toilet, we're gonna have this one, and then above the toilet, we're gonna have a teeny tiny little shelf. What a plant! Magnificent, love it. And that was the second bathroom, all done up. Very grey, very classy, modern classy. On to the next one, bathroom number 3, beautiful. A kind of greyish brownish bathroom. All right, so we need to put in the sink and the toilet over there, and then for the shower part, we need a shower. Of course, with that little glass wall on there. And then we kind of need to raise it up a little bit. Oh, yikes. Okay, well then it's gonna be like that then. Boom, shamalam. And that was indeed bathroom number 3. And then we need the top of the staircase shenanigan for the staircase room. And okay, I like that. We can't really see much, but sure. We're gonna put in this wallpaper. And then for the table movement, we can have this one with maybe this mirror. I mean, the mirror is round. We don't have that many round windows, so there we go. And then of course, put our naked and axe on that table and a basket. And I mean, for the rest of the room, what am I gonna do? I can put up a chair right there and maybe a picture collage on the wall and a big old tree over there. Bam! What a lovely upstairs hallway moment that was. Oh my. Finito. And now the speedy part of the build is now done and we're gonna move on to the laundry room. So let's search for that. Laundry room. Oh, and that is of course a picture series. I see how it is. So into the random number generator we go. And 1, 2, 3, generate. Oh, number 4. Okay, what was that again? Oh, it was this one. Oh, that's lovely. I'm happy for that. Okay, so for this laundry room, first and freaking foremost, we need some green wallpaper. Can we find that? I mean, we can maybe add this one. That sort of seems like it. Then we just need to put up some green all counters with a sink over there. And then they do have a washing machine right by the sink. So, there you go. Oh, and then the knickety knacks on the counters, all neat and nicely propped on there. And then for the other side of the room, what are we gonna do here? Because it's gonna be weird if we have a big old counter shenanigan. And we do have a lot of people that live in this house. So what if we put up a whole wall of washing machines and dryers? I like that idea. It's getting late. My brain is fried. And I think that idea is very good right now. Perfect. I mean, cheaply below. Okay. That was indeed the laundry room, and I'm liking the vibes. I love the green color. I especially love this side of the room with all the washing machines. Cute. Kind of looks like the picture too. The little corner we can see. We don't know what they have on the other side. They could be having that, you know. But alright, you wrote. Now I think we shall finally move on to this part of the room. The house, the mansion, this part right here. And I think I'm just gonna search up mansion hallway again, because that is a safe bet to do. I don't think we have that much space in there to put up couches and stuff like that. And it would be weird to have a third living room. So, mansion hallway. Bam! And we got, whoa! Oh, that is grand. But, oh, yeah, yikes. There is nothing in the hallway. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, gee, okay. Well, I have to do it. That's the rules. Well, alright. This is gonna be lovely, isn't it? To put up this wallpaper. Seems about right. And the flooring, kind of like a creamy marble. Like this one. Oh, I hate that. Oh, this one's nice, but they got the tiles. Oh, that doesn't fit. I know it has some lines on it, but what am I supposed to do about that? Put up this one? Maybe I can. Hold on a minute. No, I'm actually not gonna do that because that doesn't work. Well, then I'm gonna put up this ugly flooring. I hate that. And ta-ta! That was a hallway. I mean, I can be nice and put up some columns just to freshen things up a little bit. But that was our beautiful hallway, people. And you can't complain because that is exactly what's on the picture. Alright, we are moving on now. And we're gonna move on to a guest bedroom. Oh, so let's search that up. Guest bedroom. Oh, hello. That is beautiful. I'm liking the vibes of that. And what do we got? Okay, we got a big old bed over there with a squiggly headboard and a picture frame over there with a picture in it. We got some lights on the wall, a little basket over there. And then I think there's a chair over there with a plant in that corner and some purple, brownish, grayish curtains. Okay. And then over on this side of the room, we got a dresser with some knickety knacks on it and a mirror. And then by the dresser, we have a little stool with some knickety knacks on it. Okay. Oh, and then we of course have a rug too. The rowdy rug. Alright. So, welcome to this side of the mansion. I had to do the shenanigan. We have to see what we're gonna do about that. But here's the guest bedroom. And I'm gonna put in a carpet for them and the wallpaper. Wallpaper is something like so, isn't it? Kind of close, but not really. Okay, now for the bed. I mean, we have this bed. You know what? That's kind of cute. I'll take it. I will fracking take it. And then they had a chair in that corner that kind of looks like this. I don't know if it is a chair, but I'm gonna hope that it is a chair. Otherwise, I'm in big trouble here. And then for the picture on the wall, you're gonna get this one because I couldn't find a better picture, really. And then for the rug situation, my best guess is this carpet. No, the rug. It has some squares on it. Sure, I can't do this anymore. And then for the dresser movement, I'm gonna have that one with the knickety knacks on it, of course. And yes, I had to do this shenanigan to the plants because none of the plants really matched, so I had to make my own. But there you go, our little movement. Oh, and then a little basket over there. And then we had the stool over there, so you can get that one with some books on top. Sure. Oh, and then the curtains. I mean, you can get these curtains. I have been looking around for a while now, and we don't have any sort of matching curtains to that. So it's just gonna be this. Yeah, close enough. Alright, and then we can't see the rest of the room, so I'm just gonna put up a little desk over there. Maybe this one with a computer and the rest of the shenanigan knickknacks that you shall get in this place of a room. There we go. Put up a little shelf, a Final Authority up there. Life is good. And then what else can we have in here? You can have this Good Mojo macrame. Sure, that fits right in perfect. And that was indeed our guest bedroom, people. Whoa. It kind of looks like the picture. Not really, but we are gonna pretend because it's getting late now. Alright, getting late. What are we gonna move on to now? I think we're finally gonna move on to this room, the round room. We gotta do something about that. And I have no idea what this room is gonna be, so I'm just gonna search up a round room on TikTok and take the first one we get. And we got that. Not really what I was expecting or hoping for. We got another bedroom, I guess. So, yes, bedroom number 2. Whoa. Okay, so for the circular room, we got our bed over here with some nightstands. Ooh, and the big old round circular rug. And then a kind of round bendy couch over there. Bendy couch? I don't know. And then we got some gray walls and dark wood flooring. Oh, and then they have an ottoman. That's exciting to see. And they have nothing else in that room. Okay, they must have just moved in. But okay, for the bed movement, what bed are we gonna go for? I mean, I think we can go for this bed, honestly. It looks like that bed. And then for a nightstand, we can go for this one. And whoa, yeah, we don't, oh my gosh. I have to really squeeze them in there. Oh, that's gonna look horrible. Well, that is a sight to see, isn't it? but you know what? Sure, that will do. And then for our circular rug, I'm gonna put in this one. Wow, finally a rug that fit in with the style and the vibe and the shape. Good, just what I was hoping for, people. Oh, and then they had that round couch. That can be right about there. We don't have another round couch, so there we go. And then they didn't really have anything else in that room, but we can't see this side, so I'm gonna put up a table with, you guessed it, some good old knickety knacks and the painting of the naked man on there. And then on this side of the room, we can have this wardrobe maybe. That fits in, yeah, just about. Absolutely amazing. Okay, that was a round room that turned into a guest bedroom, and it has some vibes. I'm liking this. I'm liking this corner too. Good. What are we gonna move on to now? I think we can move on to a playroom for the kiddios that live in this house, this mansion, and hopefully this big old room will be big enough or small enough. I don't know. So let's search for that. Playroom for kids. And oh my gosh, there is so much happening in that playroom. No. Okay, so first of freaking all, we got this shenanigan over here. The loft thingy with the platforms. And we got some play areas underneath and some toys on top of that. Oh my gosh, can we make that somehow? Okay, so this is not gonna be playable at all. And there is a way to make it playable, but right now it is getting so late, like incredibly late, and I would like to go to bed soon. So I'm just gonna do it like so. Put the columns and the glass on top too for the safety. And then we can put a bookshelf in there, and then just the random toys on top, and the very random toys on the bottom too. There we go. Proud of that. All right, what else we got? I mean, the floor is like a rug situation, which I don't know how to describe, but it's something. Now I'm gonna do this. Isn't that lovely, people? I think it is. And then over here, we do indeed have a table with some yellow chairs, a crafts table, and crafting they are gonna do up here. Bam. And then the other side of the room, they have some gray old sakuseks in the formation like that, with a little table in the middle, and it looks like they're having a tea party. So there you indeed go. And then, oh, okay, they have a ball pit over there, so we gotta use this ugly one. And then I can't see something orange in the corner. I do not know what it is, but I'm just hoping for the best here, okay? And then they have that shenanigan on the wall right by the orange stuff over there. So I'm just gonna use the hamster thingy and just make some beautiful wall art with it. Oh my, that was indeed beautiful by me. Don't you think? And then maybe in that corner we can have a little table with that kitty cat radio and the whale over there. And how about these curtains, people? And shabalim shabalom, that was the kids' playroom. This room is like a fever dream, and it might as well be because I'm so tired right now. There's so much happening in here. I don't even know what I'm looking at, but we got a lot of stuff in here. All right, well, let's just move on from that. And what are we gonna move on to? Oh my god. Alright, yo, welcome back. I have made the executive decision. I don't even know if that's a real word. I'm so tired. But I made the decision to make these little hallway rooms just in the same vibe, same style as the main hallway right here. Just because they're just gonna be normal, boring hallways. And it's getting so late right now that I'm getting delusional at this point. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so tired. But yeah, just did the hallways in the same style. You know, they're gonna be hallways. But I thought for the last room that we're gonna do for this build is the quote-unquote mystery room that goes from this door right here. So what are we even gonna search for that? We can't search mystery room. What if we just search up room and let's see what we get from that? Are you kidding me? Not what I was expecting at all, but I mean, sure, fine. That's what it's gonna be, people. A great old room. Oh, gee, below. This was not the turn that I was expecting. But okay, there's your bed and the nighttime table and that creepy chair in the corner, and that's your cross. And you can have some paintings just on the wall. I mean, my oh my. Okay. What a beautiful room that was. You know what? I'm done. That was it. That was the mansion. And we are done, people. Look at all of these rooms. Every single one is now done. Oh, gee, Jojo. I don't even know what to say. I'm so tired. Alright, well, let's do a quick little house tour before I pass out. And welcome. This is the house tour. Very well. Oh my gosh. Very quick house tour. I can't. Okay, well, here's the exterior of the house, the front of the house, and the back of the house. And then we got the entryway. This is what we did last time, people. Where we got the entryway, the hallway, the living room. Then we got the office, one of the bathrooms. And here we have the gaming room. I love that room. And then the beautiful TV room. And the library. And then our other beautiful hallway. That was something, wasn't it? And then we have the kitchen. And then we have the dining room over there with another hallway. Yet another hallway that leads into the garage over there. And then we have the circular room that turned into the guest bedroom. And then the laundry room. And another bathroom. I'm getting lost, people. And over here we have whatever this room was. Can't remember. And then on the second floor we got our beautiful hallways. Oh my gosh, so many hallways in the same style. Beautiful. And then we got one of the bathrooms. And another bathroom. And another bathroom. Oh my. And then we have the kids' playroom over here. And the kids' bedroom. TM. And then we have the primary bedroom with the shenanigan room and the walk-in closet and the ensuite. Have I done that yet? No, I don't know. Then we have the home gym over here with the teen bedroom over there. And then I realized that we had some rooms left, so I didn't know what to do with them, and I declared them as unfinished. We got a frog chair in there because I felt like it. And then we have the cinema room over here. Yes. And the guest bedroom, the other one is right here, people. And then we got the nursery with the awful mystery room. And then for the basement, people, beautiful. We have the entryway for the basement. Yes. And then we have the spa movement with the pool and the saunas and everything. Another bathroom and the bowling alley. And what was this again? The bar moment. The dude cave. It is a room. Got lots of things up in there. Absolutely love it. Oh, and then we have the door that leads to nothing. And that was it. Finito. The house building is now done and this is the outro. If you want to download this build, you can. It is up my gallery. And I will hope and pray for your computer if you download this house because it's so laggy. It's propped up with stuff. It's a 64 by 64 lot. Good luck. That's all I gotta say. And my gallery ID is JustNoraGaming. And then don't forget to like, subscribe because it really does help me out. So thank you. But only if you want to. Only if you want to. And I will see you guys next time. Hopefully. Goodbye.